In this tuning fork session, I'm going to be guiding you deep into relaxation. Once we have you deeply relaxed, we'll then be doing some breathing into your bones. I'll guide you every step of the way, so there's nothing for you to worry about. All you need to do is just follow my simple instructions. Be aware of your breathing. Sit back, kick your shoes off, have a good time and enjoy the session. Thank you. Bring our awareness back on our breath. Just notice your body's rhythm as you're breathing. Bring your awareness onto that. So now we want to start to direct our breathing, and we do that by bringing the inhaling through the nose, and then we want to exhale out through the mouth. So we just take a nice couple of deep breaths like this, in through the nose, out through the mouth. And just notice how your body naturally starts to settle down. And it does this because it naturally wants to relax. And that's all we have to do, is just give it the time and the space, and it will do it itself. And as we continue breathing, listening to the sound of the tuning fork, beginning to relax now. I want to start the exhalations, doing them through pursed lips, and just slow them down a bit. You should begin to feel that this is bringing you back even more into your body, more into the present, creating space between you and your day, all the busyness of the day that seems to start fading away as you become more and more aware of you being in your body again. So what we want to do now is see if we can extend the exhalation and push as much air out of our lungs as we can. And you should find this takes you a whole lot deeper into yourself and deeper into relaxation. So it's like we're shaking off the day, letting it go, deeper and deeper into relaxation. And so we're going to begin now to activate the points, the body points. We'll activate them and open them. Then we'll use the sound to connect the pathways between each point. That just opens up a pathway through your body for whatever needs to be discharged during a session. That it will also pass out through the points on the bottom of your feet and be grounded. So we'll start now by opening the points on the soles of your feet, known as the K1 points. We'll just use the sound and our intention to open these points, and we act as if they are open and able to release anything from the body that needs to be released. Then we move up to the sides of each of your knees. There's a point on both of those sides of each of your knees. We'll open and activate those with the sound. Then we'll set the intention for the sound to travel from the knee points down to the points on the soles of your feet and out into the earth. And this downward motion takes you deeper into relaxation. As we move to the points on the side of each of your hips, we'll activate these with the sound, and we'll run the sound from the hip points down to the knee points, from the knee points down to the feet points, and out into the earth, taking you even deeper into relaxation as the sound travels down along these pathways. Next, we'll move up to your heart. We'll open and activate a point in your heart. We'll connect this point down to both of the points on your hips. And we'll send the sound down from the heart into the hip points, from the hip points down into the knee points, from the knee points down to the feet points, out into the earth, taking you even deeper into relaxation than you were before. Now we'll move up to the lung points at the end of each collarbone. We'll open and activate these points. As we fill these points up with the sound of the tuning fork, they overflow and the sound travels back into the heart point from both of these points. And from the heart point, once that's full of sound, the sound travels down to the hip points, filling the hip points full of sound, flowing down to the knee points, filling them till they overflow and the sound continues down to the K1 points. When the K1 points are full, the sound travels out into the earth, taking you even deeper into relaxation. And now we'll move up to the point on the top of your head. We'll open and activate it with the sound, and we'll fill it up with the sound. And as it overflows, the sound runs down to the lung points, filling them full of sound, taking you even deeper into relaxation as it moves back into the heart point. As the sound fills the heart point, it also overflows, travelling down to both hip points along the pathway, filling the hip points. And when they're full, they overflow. And as the sound travels down to the knee points, it takes you even deeper into relaxation. Then from the knee points, the sound moves down to the K1 points. When the K1 points are full, the sound travels out into the earth. So we just sit with the sound travelling down from the point on the top of the head all the way down through the other points and passing out the K1 points into the feet and to the earth. And sit with that for a few moments as each time it flows down, it takes you even deeper into relaxation. Just notice how good it feels to have created a bit of space from the day and a nice place for you to find yourself in now. So in a moment, I'm going to change forks and we'll begin to work with the Earth Star and activate it and move it into position. Then we'll build your biofield and ground it. Then move up to the Sun Star and move that into position and connect your biofield to the Sun. Your job as I'm doing this is to continue going deeper into relaxation, enjoying the experience and breathing. So just place the fork behind your Earth Star, which is around between your ankles. And just listen into it. It's a little bit dull, a little bit flat. It's starting to come back now. So underneath the dullness and the flatness, there's a little bit of alarm. So we take some nice, long, slow, deep breaths. Just allow the sound to work with your Earth Star. As your Earth Star calibrates to the tone of the fork, resets, finds its balance again. A nice, long, clear, bright tone now. So begin to move the Earth Star down. And move it down to about 10 to 12 inches below your feet into its position. That's right, it's moving nice and easy now. Alright, so I'm going to clean that sound up. I'm going to use a weighted fork with a crystal. Just bring some clarity into that sound. So I ask you to take some nice, long, slow, deep breaths. So we'll have a listen to that now. That's the Earth Star into position. So we turn now. I'll bring the sound up the central channel along the ascending current, running up from the Earth Star back to the energy center between your feet. And to the energy center between your knees. into your tailbone, into the root chakra. And into your sacral chakra. From sacral chakra into the solar plexus. Into your heart chakra. Into your throat chakra. Into your third eye. Into your crown chakra. And we'll bring the sound out of the top of your head. We'll turn it into a whale spout. Bring it all the way back down to the Earth Star. So we'll run it up the ascending current and back around, building the outside layer of your biofield all the way down to the Earth Star. We'll charge this up. So now we'll go ahead and ground you and ground your Earth Star. And to do this, we drop a line from the Earth Star all the way down to the center of the planet. And just set the intention to let a line fall from your Earth Star all the way down. And as it reaches the center of the planet, we'll drop a line from both of the K1 points on the soles of your feet all the way down to the center of the planet also. And as those lines reach the center of the planet, we'll drop a line from both of the knee points all the way down to the center of the planet. And as those reach the center of the planet, we'll drop a line from both of the hip points all the way down to the center of the planet. And we'll drop two lines from the front of your heart all the way down to the center of the planet. And two lines from the back of your heart all the way down to the center of the planet. Grounding you into your body, onto the planet, and grounding your Earth Star to the center of the planet. So now we'll move up to the Sun Star just above your head. We'll listen in on that. Sun Star's ready to move. Got a nice, strong, bright, clear sound. So begin to move that off the top of your head out to about 10 to 12 inches out. sun star into position. So we turn now, I'll bring the sound down. So we build a light bridge between the sun star and the crown chakra. As we run the sound into the crown chakra. From the crown chakra, the sound moves down into the third eye. Down into the throat chakra. Into the heart chakra. Down into the solar plexus. Into the sacral chakra. Down into the root chakra. Down to the energy center between your knees. Down to the energy center between your feet. And down into the earth star. And we'll bring the sound from the earth star back up on the inside of the outer layer, forming the inside layer of the biofield. We'll bring that all the way back up to the sun star. We charge this pathway from the sun star to the earth star, then back around from the earth star all the way up to the sun star. So now we'll connect your sun star to the sun. We'll bring the energy of the sun down, and we'll run that from the sun star to the earth star. Then back around all through the inside layer of the biofield, all the way back up to the sun star. And as we do this, we'll send 2 lines from the front of your heart up into the sun. We'll send 2 lines from the back of your heart up into the sun. We'll send a line from the front of each lung point up into the sun. And a line from the back of the lung points up into the sun. And then a line from the top of your head. We'll send that up into the sun also. So have you grounded at home on the planet, in your body, in your biofield, connected to divinity, open to divine guidance, divine inspiration, divine intuition and divine insight. So the first thing we're going to do before we begin to do the bone breathing is we're going to find our still point. Then we're going to go to our still point. Just reconnect with that still point within us. And once we're feeling really comfortable in our still point, that's when we'll begin to do the bone breathing exercise. So accessing the still point is the same as always. In a moment, not now, but in a moment, I'm going to count down from 7 to 1, and you're going to take all the time you need as I count down from 7 to 1 to locate your still point using the sounds of my tuning forks. And when you find the location of your still point, I'd like for you to use the sound of the tuning forks to take you to that place inside you. So starting now, as I begin to count down from 7 all the way down to 1, begin now to use the sound like a spotlight and search for your still point. Take all the time you need in the next few seconds as I count down to 1 to find that still point, and then use the sound to go to it. 6, 5, 4, locate your still point and use the sound to guide you to your still point. 3, that place within inside you that's perfectly calm, completely safe. Find that still point within you and go to that still point. 2, finishing up, getting to your still point by the time I count to 1. Go there, be there now. So now it's time to begin tonight's exercise, which is known as bone marrow washing, also bone breathing. And essentially that's what we'll be doing. We'll be using the sound of the tuning fork and my words to guide you as you breathe into every bone in your body. As you breathe in, you'll be breathing in life, energy, healing, love, compassion, gratitude, forgiveness, joy. Simply breathing in, setting the intention to breathe in all the higher virtues. And as you exhale, be exhaling that which is no longer beneficial for you to hold on to. Maybe it's pain, maybe it's trauma, Maybe it's tension, maybe it's anxiety. Whatever you might be holding on to that no longer serves you as you continue moving forward on your path. And just set the intention to let that go as easily as you let your breath go. So I'd like for you now to bring your attention up to your head and do whatever you need to imagine, maybe even feel, or even picture in your mind's eye, your skull. And now as you begin to inhale, imagine as you inhale, you're inhaling and you're feeling your skull at the same time. Feel the top of your skull, the sides of your skull. Pay attention to your jaw. So just continue taking some nice, long, slow, deep breaths. Inhaling and setting the intention that this breath is going into your skull, into your jawbone. As it goes in, it dislodges whatever's no longer beneficial that might be stored in those bones, so that when you exhale, you're exhaling that out. As it leaves your body, it just travels off into the universe, where it can be recycled and used elsewhere. So continue inhaling into your skull, exhaling whatever is no longer beneficial. There's no right way or there's no wrong way. It's just you using your intention and acting as if you've done this 1,000 times before, and it's just so easy to do. Allow the sound to guide you. Allow the comfort, security and safety of being at peace in your still point to guide you also, as you continue just naturally breathing, but directing your inhalation into the bones of your skull and your jaw. And then just letting go of anything that no longer serves you, that's been stored in those bones. You're doing great. It's a really nice clear tone. So that tells me it's time to move on. So now we'll move on to the vertebrae in your neck, down to the tops of your shoulders. And as we inhale, begin to bring your breath into this area. Once again, just using your intention. I intend to breathe into this area, my neck and the tops of my shoulders, into all the different little bones in there. I intend to inhale into them, filling them up with life force, goodness, and all the other higher virtues. And as they become full of these higher virtues, that which is no longer beneficial, is stored in there will simply exit and leave my body as I exhale. So allow the sound of the fork to guide you as you're breathing into this area and letting go whatever no longer serves you. And by the power of your intention, you make it so. Next, I'd like for you to bring your awareness to the round parts of your shoulders and down your upper arms, the bones in the upper arms, the bones in your elbows, and the two bones in your forearms. Once again, using the power of your intention and your breath, and allowing the sound to guide you. Inhale, life force, joy, love, compassion, gratitude, forgiveness. Inhale all these qualities into your bones, in your upper arm, your elbow, and your forearms. Fill them up, and as they fill up completely with these higher virtues, allow that which no longer serves you, that's been stored in these bones, to leave the bones and exit your body as you exhale. Nice, clear tone. So we'll move into the bones of your wrists, the bones of your hands, and all of the bones in your fingers. Once again, we'll set the intention to inhale the higher virtues into all of these bones. As you exhale, that which no longer serves you leaves your body after it's been pushed out, because the bones are now so full of the higher virtues, so full of life force, there's simply no room for anything that does not serve you. So it leaves the bones and exits your body as you exhale. Now we'll come back to the bones of your rib cage and the thoracic vertebra, which is the vertebra that run from the bottom of your neck down to your lower back. Once again, we'll set our intention to inhale into these bones, to fill them up with life force. Joy, love, peace, forgiveness, kindness, gratitude. We set our intention to fill these bones so full there's no room for anything that does not serve you. And it's simply squeezed out. And then as you exhale, that which no longer serves you from these bones exits your body and travels out through the universe. Next, we'll move into the bones bones of your pelvis and your hips and the rest of your spine. These are some of the biggest bones in the body. They take the longest to break down. So we set our intention to breathe into this part, these big, heavy, strong bones. We fill them full of life force. That's right, keep breathing into them. Fill them up. Full of love, joy, compassion, gratitude, forgiveness, kindness. Fill these bones. And as they fill, they too push out anything that's no longer beneficial to you. And that's carried away as you exhale. Carried away out of your body and out through the universe. Next we move down to the big thigh bones. We fill these big bones with the lightness of your breath. The life force that you inhale, we send that deep into these big thigh bones. Kindness, joy, compassion, gratitude, forgiveness, we fill these bones full. So there's no room in there for anything else other than the higher virtues, good clean energy, life force energy. And everything that leaves these bones also exits your body as you exhale. Now we move into the bones of your knee, the kneecap and the knee joint. From there we'll go down to the calf bones. And we'll fill these with a life force, with compassion, forgiveness, love, joy, kindness, gratitude. Fill these bones up as well, so there's no room in there for anything that does not serve you. And as that leaves the bones, it's carried away, carried out of your body and away out through the universe as you exhale. Now we get to the bones of your ankle, the bones of your feet, and the bones of your toes. We inhale life force. We inhale love, joy, compassion, kindness, gratitude, forgiveness. Inhale this all the way down to these bones in your ankles, your feet and your toes. We fill them full, so there's no room in there for anything else. And that which has been pushed out, it also exits your body, carried away on your exhalation. So follow the sound as you breathe. Breathe deeply into your feet. Bringing in that life force. Exhaling that which no longer serves you. So now we want to just allow the sound to guide you, using your intention to breathe into all of your bones at the same time as you inhale, and allow the sound, as you use your intention, to guide you to exit. Exhale anything that no longer serves you. So follow the sound, set the intention. Each time you inhale, you're inhaling into all of your bones at the same time, filling them up with life force, with love, with joy, with kindness, with peace, with gratitude, forgiveness. Fill them up. And as you exhale, exhale from your toes and the tips of your fingers all the way up out of your body, that which no longer serves you. So spend a few moments breathing like this, using your intention, lighting up your bones. You might be able to even see your skeleton inside you glowing with life force. You might be able to feel this life force radiating out of your bones and into the rest of your body, into the tissues, the organs, into your blood, into your nervous system. So now it's time to come back up out of the session. So finish off with your bone breathing. First of all, we're going to come back up out of the still point. So as you finish off with your bone breathing, take a moment to reacquaint yourself with your still point, to reconnect with that place inside you. Maybe even see if you can find a symbol that you can bring back, something that will remind you of your still point, remind you that you have this place inside you. So in a moment I'm going to count up from 1 to 5, and as I do, I'd like for you to follow the sound back out of the still point. So beginning with 1, hear the sound of my fork. Realize that it's time to come back up out of the still point, back to being alert, but calm, but out of that deeply relaxed state, back into your normal functioning state. 2, into inhale some nice clean air. 3, closer and closer, coming back. 4, 5, back up out of the still point completely. So I'll go ahead now and we'll close the session. We'll do the figure eights. Starting at your solar plexus, and bring the fork down around your feet, crossing over at your solar plexus again and going back over your head. We'll do 2 more of these, down around the feet, up around the top of your head. Once more, tying in all the work that we've done tonight, making it a part of you and your biofield. Connect your solar plexus out to the front of the field to bring your will into the present. Have it in front of you as you move forward. And we'll go ahead and wrap you in a cocoon, starting below your feet, coming up over your body, crossing over from side to side, up above your head, then coming back down again. Once more, tying in all the good work, making it a part of you. So take a moment and I'll place my thumbs on your K1 points. I invite you to take some nice, long, slow, deep breaths. As you do this, we'll set the intention for anything that needs to be discharged that hasn't quite finished discharging, that it does so easily and effortlessly out through these K1 points. As you continue to breathe, you come back more and more into your body, back into the room, wide awake and ready to sit up.